Hello and welcome back to Frühling, our Let's Play series on FS22. Right, as promised, as per the last episode, we are in our oat field and we're going to collect all the remaining straw, which really, once we, it's getting the first person, makes it a bit easier to collect. Once we got it rowed up, it really cleaned it up very nicely. There is going to be a few bits and bobs, missed bits and that to collect, but really not an issue. We're already just about, so right now approximately we'd have to turn back and go to the farm because our loading wagon was too small. Now we have more, I believe, than double the capacity. Or was it 16,000 litres? Perhaps it was 16,000, and I was excited because this was going to be double. Either way, very pleased with the fact that we are absolutely gobbling up straw. Very pleased about that, and it looks fantastic. We did have the pottinger as well before, but it just, this setup with the Fent just looks brilliant. Looks really nice. Right, well, what we'll do is look at that, only 73%. Absolutely brilliant. We'll go as far as we can, obviously, fill up as much as we can do before we head back, and basically we'll stick it in the silo. We'll come back, do this, finish it up, go to the barley field, do it there, and then we can move on. Alright, brilliant. Well, we have done with Field 9, we're all done. We are going to head to the barley field. We'll stop by the farm first, drop off the 90% that we have, and then we'll go, we'll get the straw from the barley field, but we will also be selling Field 9 as well, because I don't trust it for the future. Oops, that yield sign did not get hit earlier. That was your imagination. And this one almost got hit. Again, imagination. Right, we will quickly drop this off, and then we'll carry on the time-lapse through to the barley field. What I'll do is once we... Right, so as I've said, I am going to need to pull a loan to purchase anything else, any big fields, but I will take this time while it is unloading to sell Field 9. I was very pleased about purchasing it in the first place because it was close to the cereal factory, but I would rather keep all my fields closer to the farm. Even Field 7 and that is a bit of a chore to get to with a harvester. So for the time being, I reckon, I mean, even this meadow is pretty easy to get into, so this could be converted and that could be grass or something. Who knows? But 15 is our goal. We're a bit off our goal, so let's head down to the barley field and get the straw dealt with over there. have managed to completely pick up, well, just about, all of the straw, and we should just about have a full loading wagon full of straw. Actually, we might have a bit left over, but it's fine. It's not worth coming back. We have so much straw now. It's not even funny. I believe we alone today picked up about 120,000 litres of straw, which for us is a lot, because really, when are we using it other than to feed the cows and to give bedding to the cows as well? But yeah, I suppose that's pretty much it. Anyways, there we have it. The straw is picked up. The Pottinger Pharaoh is brilliant. The 32,000 litre capacity is very welcomed, considering we had a much smaller capacity previously. But that's absolutely brilliant. Right, we'll get this dumped off, and then it'll be time to move on to our next task. Alright, well, all that said and done, we have 244,771 litres of straw. I think we're good for straw for a bit. The only issue with that is that with that much... Where can I put this now? Might have to stick it in here. With that much straw, and we need more food for chickens, we're going to continuously have heaps of straw, which I guess is fine, because it does go to a few things, but yeah. Right, let's get this in here, and look how beautifully set up. Okay, that's probably fine. What is going on? Right. Well, as a temporary spot... Oh, that's touching the roof there, isn't it? Right, let's just leave it there for now, because we are perfectly lined up to connect to our... Oh, just about perfect. Connect to our mower. There we are. Sorry, the strange camera angle. It's just the roof of the shed there would be in the way. Right, we'll connect to the rear mower as well. And we'll be taking this to our new meadow. Before we actually start cutting the grass, I do need to prepare the massey with the mulcher and set a helper on to tend to field 13. Oh my god, I've just done it. I've just done that field and I can't remember what number it is. Right, look at that. Look at that. Perfect. Well, I suppose it could be a bit longer, couldn't it? Nah, that's fine. We'll cut that. It's got the little yellow tips, so I reckon that's good. And then we'll roll all of them as well. So, for now, let's just get this shut off. Find... Oh, there it was. I've only got a handful of tractors. We'll get rid of that for now. Right, we'll sneak in through this way. I believe my roller/mulcher is still in this shed, which might be a good shed for the loading wagon, actually, now that I look at the size. Brilliant. So we'll hook up to that. And now that it's the 8 meter, it is massive, so we don't have to worry about running out of room. Right, we'll go this way. Right, we'll see you down at the field. Alright, well, we'll get it lined up as best we can. I wish we did have a bit more time to at least do a headland for it, for the helper, but that is fine, because we do have to mow the grass and also roll it so that we can get the fertilization going. I believe it has to hit 1 growth stage before we can do that, though. Anyways. Oh, hang on a minute. What's happened? Are you absolutely certain? That is potentially problematic. Let's have a look. That is very problematic, actually. It's not detecting it as a field, which is very unfortunate. Right, turns out we might have to go to the end here and try it again. I'm just going to do one strip at least. Alright, I've missed a bit. That is very frustrating. Well, I'm going to have to leave it there for now then. Maybe we won't mulch it. Well, I suppose we can do it ourselves later. That's totally fine. We absolutely can. The unfortunate also about this that I can't get a helper to do the mowing. That's the only issue I have with meadows as well, is that you can't really get a helper in to do that. I suppose this is the best way to start. Might have to flip around at some point, but no matter. Right, lower everything down. And fire it up. Alright, we are cutting the grass, that's perfect. I do like how quick this setup is. I suppose we could upgrade it as well for how much grass we do cut. I suppose we could look at that as another upgrade soon. I did always think this is quite a bit width-wise, but yeah, I suppose we shall see. Right, it is quite unfortunate that we can't get the mulching going. I suppose I shouldn't have sold my other mulcher, because I suppose that's exactly why it's not working. Because it's not an actual mulcher, it's meant as a roller, so it doesn't, maybe it's not picking it up. It does mulch, as you can see, per the map, but unfortunately, don't know what's going on with it. So we'll get this done as we do. It's been a while since we've cut grass in here. We had soybeans in here last. But yeah, we'll go around, clean up the little bits at the end. In the meantime, leave you with a lovely little time lapse. And now I know the last, this episode as well as the last one had quite a few, you know, time lapses and that. So I do hope that they, I hope you don't mind them, because they do help progress. You know, I could do all this in real time. That would be mental. Take ages, and the video would just be me mowing the meadow. Maybe not that long, but yeah. Anyways, enjoy the time lapse, and we'll see you when the grass is all cut. Right, well, that actually took a lot less time than I was expecting, which is why I really don't think we do need to upgrade the mowing setup, although yes, I know we've got, you know, loads of them, of meadows and that, so we'll see. Perhaps it would be a good idea, but for now, just get everything folded up and we'll head back to the farm area, get this all put away. I'm not too fussed about how perfectly mowed it is. It is done enough. We will very quickly put this away. Might as well just tuck it in. You know what? Let's put it here so we can wash it. Yes, it's filthy. Absolute filth. So we'll just tuck that right there. Yeah, it's right in there. Not that close. That's too close. Oh, let's not open everything. Please stop. There we are. Blimey. Right, off you go. I'm trying to detach you. I don't want you opening. I sometimes forget that you can't actually lower it, which is a shame. It just kind of falls off the back, which is alright, I guess, if you're into that. And we'll just drop this right here. That one we can lower down very nicely and release. Right, the windrow is just around the corner, so we'll connect to that. I do really enjoy this little space. No, it's not there anymore, but I do still enjoy that space. It's over here. Right. Sneaky, sneaky windrower. So I'm not too certain what to do about that whole "oh, I'm not a field" thing, because that better not persist. I'd be very disappointed if that were to continue like that. What we'll do is we'll very quickly toss this windrowing session into a time lapse. What I might do actually, just for the sake of the progression of everything, I will quickly windrow and collect. So I use the loading wagon, collect all of the grass as well. Might as well do it for silage. It's just easier. And then I'll throw it all into a nice little time lapse, maybe some jump cuts here and there, we shall see. But in the meantime, enjoy. Right, I'm just going to take a very quick pause in this session because I have realised it's not the mower I need to upgrade, it's actually the windrower. Let's have a look at some sales. There's nothing in the sales. Let's have a look back at windrowers. Right, we have this one. Oh, they're going to be so expensive, anything bigger than that. 41,000? That's massive. Ah, right, perhaps. So what is this? 20,000 for 8.4 meters. That's 8.5 meters. But it's faster. Interesting. How does that open? Oh, I see. It opens up like a rake, a proper rake. So it's more expensive, but it's faster. That could very well be a nice upgrade for us. What I'd like to see is how much this is worth. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth the extra 2 kilometers, or I just pay the little bit more, and I just go a little bit more than that, and get 10 meters, but we're back at 15 kilometers. So it's kind of the trade-off. I suppose we will continue on with this, but any feedback on that would be very greatly appreciated, or even a different windrower that might be out there that I'm not aware of. I might as well finish this though. I just wanted to check, and back to the time lapse. Right, we are finally nearing the end. It always does take a little bit longer than I anticipate to load all of this up, but imagine if we had the other loading wagon, it would just be that much slower indeed. Right, so last load is about 12,000 litres, so we did get an extra bit of grass in there. I believe our production for silage is still active, so it would have automatically started producing silage, I believe, if we check. Right, where am I looking? Yes, yeah, it's going. It is on the go-go. We've got about 72 litres. Is that done now? Yeah, 70,000 litres on top of what we currently have, which is brilliant. So that's going to, yeah, we're doing absolutely fine. So between meadows. Yeah, this is a mess. I don't know what's going on between between meadows. This meadow and this meadow here. These two, we're gonna be just fine for silage and hay. This meadow was a nice little extra bonus, and so was this bit of grass. But we just don't need it. We have other ways to make money aside from silage now. Having these two, I think, is fine. I don't think we can pull off just having the one. But what I'd like to do in terms of silage is if we do harvest, well, purchase and harvest field 15, we can harvest some of its corn for our cereal production. Sorry if my cursor's not showing up, because then you have no idea what I'm pointing at. But yes, field 15 down right in the middle. I would like to try and do some chaff with that as well. We shall see how that works. Right, so it's getting very dark now. A bit disappointed about that. What I'd like to do is have a look at the growth stage of our meadows, because they are in need. They really should be rolled. But I don't think I can roll it until this is grown. Because it says harvested. So once it starts growing, then I can. So perhaps I should just do these ones. Or sorry, this one rather. I could do these bits, but I don't think it's worth it. It's not worth it, because they'll be moved around soon enough. So I'll go and roll this. I'll mulch this, and then I'll roll my main meadow. And then hopefully by that time, I could almost wait. I don't know if it's worth waiting. Anyways, I would like to get this mulched, at least to finish it. Or I'll go around the headland and see if I can set a helper off. I'll do that very quickly off camera, a headland, just to see how it turns out. And then we'll go from there. Alright, well, as you can see here, the helper has still struggled to identify the field. But I have decided to just very quickly get it mulched myself. We don't have to cultivate because we have a direct drill. But I would like to, at the very least, get the ground mulched. It's unnecessary to happen, but we do get that extra %, which I think played a big role in why we got so much barley. So we'll try it with this, and yeah, I do have a few plans though for the rest of the episode aside from rolling. But while I get some of this done, I will let you in on them. So of course we will mulch this. Then I would like to take the mulcher, but use the rolling feature of it in our meadow closest to the farmyard, because I would like to maximize the fertilize. I know that it's almost grown, but it's not fully fertilized, so I will give it a rolling just quickly after I'm done this. It'll probably be a tail end of this time lapse, just to kind of wrap up the episode with. But after we do that, I have actually decided that instead of purchasing field 15, I'm going to purchase a different field. Field 15 is kind of like my goal field. If you look at the map, it is the biggest field. I currently have the third largest field, and we're in it right now. The second largest field is field 7. I'm pretty certain I have all this correct. Here, just for fun, let's try again. Nope, 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 nothing. Right, let's have a very quick look at the map. Right, we've lost our grass, so yeah, field 15, then 7, then 13. So I am actually looking at purchasing field 7 instead of field 15. Now here's my reasoning why. Right, I know it's very dark, here we'll do that, it's a bit better. The reasoning I would like to do that is because it is canola and it's ready to harvest, and that means that I can use that canola for something. Now, what you would say, because 2 episodes ago I said, oh, I'm not going to use it, but I have found a mod that I can use to really help with progression for creating cake. Now, this same mod just happens to be able to produce oil, and that field is loaded with fully fertilized and fully yielding canola, meaning I could get a nice chunk of canola oil out of it. The mod in question is actually a windmill. I'm very excited about it, because we do need flour for our cake, and, well, that's a huge part of it. So what I've decided to do is purchase Field 7. I will harvest the canola. I'll use it to make oil, which will be extremely profitable and will really help us to further along the progression on the map. And that same mill will also allow us to produce oil as well as flour. So I'm very excited about that, and I think I have the perfect place for it as well. So we'll look at all that very soon. But I definitely need to purchase Field 7 tonight, like in July, before the end of the month, because it's ready to harvest. In fact, I should almost purchase it now, just in case it does get harvested. I will be harvesting it first thing tomorrow, if it's not already. Let's have a look. And perfect. So it is ready to harvest, and it's more than we have. So what we have to do is actually pull a loan. Yes, I know. Made a bit of a purchase there with the loading wagon, which removed some of our funds. However, I will put in a loan right now to ensure that we can actually purchase this piece of land. So right now we have, sorry, how much have we got? We have 58,000 some, and that field is 147,000. So we need quite a big loan. I think I'm just going to do 100,000. Do it even 100,000. And then we'll have a bit left over. So we should be at 170,000 loan. There we are. Now, with that money, we'll go straight to the field. Field number 7. Make sure it's still got crop in. It does do, and purchase. Wow, how exciting is that? We can harvest canola. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, I thought it was barley, but no, canola we can harvest tomorrow, and we can re-drill it if we really wanted to. We probably won't, but we'll see what happens. Right, well that's very exciting. We don't have enough for the windmill yet, but that's fine, because we do have some products we can sell also. And one last thing I want to mention before we dive into this very quick time-lapse, is that the straw, all of this straw that we have and will earn more from, because I will probably be putting wheat into either this field or the field number 7 to use for chicken food and for flour, but we can use the straw that we'll get from that as well and create silage. I absolutely forgot that our production allows us to create silage from straw. So what I'm going to do is, for the time being, I will probably eventually pull some straw out of that silo to use for the cows, but what I leave in there I'll use for creating some silage, extra finances for the farm. Right, we'll crack on with the time lapse. See you in a minute. we are just wrapping up the rolling. It's very satisfying to roll the grass like that and see it completely flat, just as it is mulching and even cutting the grass, basically anything like that. You know what, I'm going to stick this in here and see how that works, now that we don't have a trailer in there. Oh, it's perfect. Brilliant. Alright, shut that all off. So, I would have to say we are completed for July. We've made the most of every minute. The reason I did do what I've done here is it has increased the... Oh right, it still says it needs rolling. I don't think I've re-drilled this, have I? I have not, no, but at least it's fertilized fully. So this section 12 with the grass here and 2 with the grass there, it's not a problem. I'm not too concerned about that. It's not our main grass areas. I'm trying to get this meadow and this meadow in sync so that they are cut and rolled and everything all at the same time. One's grass, one's hay, and we'll alternate them. And then 13, 7, and eventually 15 will be my main crops. So perhaps one of them will be corn, and we'll use some for the cereal and some for silage. Who knows? Who knows? All I can tell you is that this has been a very successful and busy July. So yeah, I'll go around and close everything up, and then I'll make my way to bed, and then in August, first thing that we're going to do, most likely, is to harvest our brand new canola field, which I know we haven't looked at yet, so we'll save that for the next episode. But let's just quickly run over here and say hello to the ladies. Don't know why I keep turning my torch off, but anyways, good night, ladies, and right, thank you so much for watching, everyone, and take care, and until next time, bye for now.